So what have you got here, Bill?
Yeah, this is interesting. I've found some of the old faceplates that I was making. This is the Exceptional Overdrive. It's based off with the black and gold kind of gives it away a little bit. It's based off of a Friedman preamp, right? So, but there's a little modifications into it. Just as far as some of the voicings, right? Just a couple different tweaks to the LED color in this. If I was using LEDs, sometimes I was using some germaniums. I don't believe that this is germanium. This is LED, but and I think this is using red LEDs. It might be sometimes I had some yellows, but mainly I was using the red LEDs as high gain as I could get, right, as possible. But I stopped wanting to do the faceplates. Got to be a little, with the drilling. Now I've got a drill press, makes it easy. But the it was just like the first pedal that I offered, right. And that was about 2.5 years ago, actually. Coming up a little more. Coming probably closer to 3 years at this point soon. And I wanted to have the first, so this was the first logo, the first try at how I can, put something together. And it sounds good, but it just wasn't what I immediately started working on some other stuff and wanted to do the UV printing, right?
Yeah.
And but yeah, let's hear how it sounds. Try see what we got. Fishman Fluence pickups here.
Yep.
Yeah, high gain. It's only halfway up. We're on the clean channel.
We're on the clean channel?
We're on the clean channel, right? It turns almost into a square wave. Maybe it's too high gain, man, because it starts going a little bit to a square wave.
I can switch to it. That mellows it out a little bit.
Turn up all the way. Little Marshall-esque into a... It's real gritty with the...
See, I don't think that one would sound as good with a down-tuned guitar.
Yeah, maybe not.
Overdrive tends to sound...
Yeah, maybe not. Let's hear it. It's it's getting a little bit, little square wavy. So I don't know. This was not like necessarily the
tone you were going for? Or?
No, I'm just the circuit itself, the board, etc. A couple of different things. Yeah, it wasn't the final thing I wanted to do. Wanted something maybe a little more transparent. This definitely gets you into. I feel like if you use this as a boost into, if you don't want to use, maybe not the full, full gain as just your primary distortion, but if you had it and used it as an overdrive, right? You kept the gain kind of up to a certain point, depending on again the combination in here with the with the pot values, if you want for how much output for. And I wanted to squeeze as much gain as I could out of it at the time, but I feel like stacking this one makes it better. The entity by itself, I feel like, is great to just have.
Yeah.
I feel like this needs to be stacked on top of something else or pushed into. To make it. But yeah, I mean, something just to, real quick, to just show it's one of the classics. I got other stuff to show here real quick, since we're running a little time. I gotta find.
What is that over there?
Which one?
That one that's colored all funky rainbows and stuff.
This?
Yeah.
This is my wife, my daughter. I had all these enclosures. I said, why don't you paint here? Let's hear how it sounds. This is supposed to be. this is not. I've been played on this in a little bit because it needs to be fixed. But the my daughter drew this way back when I was first doing. Of course, she's like 11 and a half, and she's taller than me now. So this would have been when she was like 8 and a half or 9.
Oh yeah.
I let her draw. I let her paint on it. It's so cute. I said, paint on this, And then I figured, let's make this be like a super high gain thing. Again, with the gain, it doesn't need to be and I think, we'll see if this works. It's got a couple of transistors in here. And I want to see, I was playing around with which of the transistors I should use, plus the op amps in here, and so this was an interesting sort of combination, and I feel like before I finalize, what let me put this one under there like that. Before I finalize which transistors and all that, I've still been testing. Yeah, it's these.
You got a loose transistor?
Yeah, it's one of these sockets here.
Oh yeah.
There's some sockets
three-legged?
for the sockets for the three-legged train. Three-legged trannies. Maybe I'll hold it like this. Here, play through it. A little interesting with these. It's not how I.
Yeah.
It's not the final thing, but it's hey, you can hear it's doing something.
Yeah.
Lots of little. I got a million of these little prototypes laying around.